The first change I want to mention is the actual canteen pouch. I did have an old school canteen pouch and I've updated it with this modern, actually this is an Air Force ACU pattern camouflage um, pouch that I have dyed with RIT dye, trying to turn black. It didn't turn black. It got better than ACU because anything's better than ACU. But I did make an adjustment to this pouch, or an alteration. As you can see, I cut a hole in the top. These pouches are made to be both canteen pouches and general purpose pouches. If you don't have a canteen in it, this flap usually serves as a general purpose flap. I wanted this to allow a higher profile for the canteen, so I cut that hole. That's up to you, but that's what I did. Now you'll notice I pulled off a knife. Um, I do have a knife attached, and it's just what is this, a Cabela pocket knife. It's pretty good. It's a Gerber. Um, I'm not a knife whore. Uh, as long as they're sharp and as long as they work, uh, buy what you can afford. But I see no reason to spend a ton of money on knives. Now, notice that just about everything that I'm going to pull out of here is somehow attached. Um, as I mentioned in the first video, I plan to travel a lot by water, and I've made this gear, especially the first tiers, where I may be traveling fast. There's some reason I only was able to grab this gear, and I got this stuff so that I can attach it to me and go. And whether I fall uh, into the water out of a boat or whether I'm running, this gear's attached to me somehow. Inside this little pouch, this is just some little pouch that I got, I think, at a convention, is a very minimal first aid kit. I won't go into it. I covered the first aid kit in the first tier. This is even more minimal than that, but you'll see my first aid kit will grow as we go into the different tiers. Also in the pouch is some portable aqua that will enable me to take um, some dirty water, turn it into clean water over time using my canteen system. And then you might recognize this if you're old enough. This is an old coin purse, and inside the coin purse I just have some snare wire and some really cool microcord that you can get some interesting places, DIY places, and even hardware stores sometimes. Um, that's just a cheap, easy way to keep the stuff together. So that's what's in that first pouch. Continuing with the outside pouches, over here I have something to keep me going. I have bouillon and I have some emergency. I also have a couple toilet papers in there. Um, this is just basic stuff. You can also see a Humasorb in there. The bouillon and the emergency will both help with the nasty taste of the water after I've done the AquaPure, but it'll also give me a little bit of energy and help me to keep hydrating. I guess if there's any message to this kit, it's hydration. Next is my survival necklace. This is something I made, but you can get these online. You can make your own. And just very quickly, what I've got on mine is a tick remover, um, a whistle, a small flashlight, a Leatherman micro tool, a compass thermometer, a lighter, and a John Wayne. If you don't know what a John Wayne is, that's a can opener. Now you'll see the lighter. It's not a special lighter. It's just a lighter that I've put some microcord on and taped around so that it'll hang. And this cord is, I don't know, I think I got this at a convention. It's a cord with little bitty snaps so that I can take these items off. Now that's a noisy little deal, but if you're not trying to hide from somebody or go stealth, it's not a bad thing to have around your neck under your shirt. But otherwise, there's a pocket right here for it, and that's where it's primarily supposed to go. Next is the interior of the canteen pouch, the canteen itself. Now sitting at the bottom of my canteen pouch, you may recognize this. This is some fire fuel. This is it's basically pressed cardboard impregnated with wax. You can buy this at places, and it's really good for getting a fire started. Then my canteen, which is not your ordinary GI canteen, and I covered that in the first video. Canteen has is nesting inside of a old GI canteen and a stove. You can get these at surplus stores. I highly recommend, if you get a GI canteen cup, that you get the old version that doesn't have the swing out handles. This is the best kind. Now, the problem with this Lexan Clear uh, canteen is it doesn't nest inside the canteen cup as well as I would like. However, this beats a regular canteen. You can see inside of it and see what's in there, and also it has a wide mouth, and I really like it. I got this one at Academy, but I'm sure you can get them at a lot of places. Also at the bottom, since it doesn't nest that well, I take advantage and I've put some more emergency. Now, that is my tier B, maybe soon to become my tier A. Basically, what you've got is the most minimal amount of gear to get you going. A little bit of first aid, a good knife, fire starter, and the most important thing right now, water. Shelter, the cord can be used to take kind of, scrap, uh, plastic, stuff like that, and make. So we're not really heavy on the shelter. In addition, I've got light, I've got signaling, and I've even got direction finding. So I feel like that's a pretty good emergency survival kit for my tier 1 of my Get Home Bag. Thanks.